Hi, I'm Eric Mack with Tilmor, and today I'm going to show you how to tighten the drive chain on your Tilmor Power Rocks. If you've gotten this far, you've already put the entire thing together, and now you're ready to set the tension of the chain so you can go to work then. So basically, first what we're going to do is we're going to loosen both of the tensioner plates. There's an outer and an inner one, and that takes a 9/16 wrench on this particular one. If you have a newer Power Rocks, it's going to take a 7/16 wrench to loosen these tensioner plate nuts. And you'll notice on this tensioner plate right here, it's got these little ridges. That's what actually sets your tension. It goes on top of the circumference of this washer right here and keeps the tension of the chain. So you'll go ahead and loosen it like that. You want to put it back to this first notch, which is the biggest notch right here, or the biggest ridge. You'll do the same thing on the inside. So after you've gotten that loose, what you want to do is take these wrenches, which loosen the axle bolt. So the outer one is going to be a 1 1/8 inch, and the inner one is going to be a 1 1/4 inch. So the inner one is a nylon lock nut. Okay, now that your axle bolt is loose, and of course your tensioner plates are already loose, you want to go ahead and kind of position the axle and put the tension on the chain so you can push down a little bit on the wheel and turn these tensioner plates. It'll normally be the 3rd or 4th notch on here. So if you count the first big notch and then count from there, it'll be the 3rd or 4th notch inside, the outside and the inside both. So I'm going to set this one right here. Sometimes you got to pull up on the wheel, kind of keep it from falling anymore if you've got this high off the ground. Kind of hold on to that and tighten that bolt. There you go. Tighten the inside one. So once you've got both your tensioner plates set and the axle where it should be, go ahead and retighten your axle bolt with your 2 wrenches. When you're tightening it, you don't want to tighten too much because then it puts too much pressure on the bearing and then the wheel won't spin very well. And you can test that after you're done by seeing how long it takes the wheel to stop when you spin it. So you'll go ahead and spin it like I see. It spins for a second after I move it, so we don't have too much tension. We're pretty good tension-wise on the axle bolt. You'll also want to kind of step back here and eyeball it a little bit, and you're looking between the chain and that inner wall of that wheel housing. It's going to be roughly a 1/2 inch gap, but you want to eyeball it and kind of make sure it's parallel, that the chain doesn't kick off to one side or the other, and it looks good. And turn it, spin it like that. Make sure there's no loud popping noises or anything like that. Make sure the chain doesn't catch anywhere, and it looks like we're good there. So. And what you'll do is you'll just do the same exact thing on the other side, and that's how you set the tension on your drive chain for your Power Rocks.